4 months. 4 months since I have uploaded a real video. I've got to get back out there. What's up, Lucario Knights? It's your boy, Tyler, aka Multimedia Lucario, and today we're going to take a look at a DELL Latitude E4300 that I got for free a couple months ago. But first, a little backstory about this guy. It was just another weekend in October, and my friend Mike texted me because he found something rather interesting when he went to a junkyard with this other friend on that day. They found two laptops. One was an old Dell Inspiron laptop from 1998, and the other was a DELL Latitude E4300 from 2009. Obviously, the DELL Latitude E4300 was the better one out of the two. So Mike told me that his dad wanted him to get rid of the laptops, so then I asked him if I could take them off his hands, and he said sure, and that I could pick them up at the school the next day. I replied with alright. The next day I went to school and picked up the laptops, and I finally received the DELL Latitude. Hey Tyler, what are the specs of the laptop? I hear you may ask. Don't worry, I will tell you after a word from our partners over at Ronin Martial Arts. Ronin Martial Arts is a one-of-a-kind facility home to all your martial arts needs, whether it be taekwondo, kickboxing, yoga, and more. Check them out in the description below. Anyways, back to the laptop. This laptop is rocking an Intel Core 2 Duo P9400 dual-core CPU with 4 threads, 4GB of DDR3 RAM. However, I upgraded it from 2GB because I donated the RAM from the HP EliteBook, and a 250GB hard drive. Now these are pretty basic specifications by today's standards. However, I have a future video plan where I upgrade the Dell even further to 10GB of RAM and a 480GB SSD. Aw yeah. The port selection is definitely what you expect on an ultra portable laptop from this era. You get one USB 2.0 port, Firewire, eSATA, microphone and headphone jacks, express card slot, and an optical drive. This is a selection of ports that you won't find on most modern laptops. Apple. Back in 2009, this model was worth $1,549. Adjusted for inflation, that would be around $1,634.50. Yeah, this definitely wasn't a cheap laptop. However, you can find these used from $80 to $200 on eBay. The screen is respectable too, coming at 13.3 inches with a resolution of 1280 by 800 16 by 10 display. It's fairly decent, colors are good, and viewing angles were amazing. So, what can you do on a 10-year-old laptop? Honestly, quite a lot. Watching YouTube was no problem on this guy, even at 1440p. Productivity was no slouch with Microsoft Office 2019. This laptop is perfect for typing up documents because of the keyboard. The keyboard, right, what a great segue, I know. The keyboard is definitely one of the machine's strong suits. With a tactile feeling, the long travel, and the shape of its key cradling your fingers makes it the most comfortable keyboard I ever typed on, bar none. Gaming on this little guy is limited to say the least. So yeah, don't be expecting to run Crysis at 4K 240Hz on this machine, but you can still play some lightweight and older titles. Minecraft runs at a consistent 45 FPS with smooth lighting turned off and the render distance set to 6. GTA Vice City with the frame limiter turned off and at 640 by 480 at 16-bit colors runs at a steady 90 FPS, which is more than playable. Of course, it can run some emulation titles, starting with the PS1. My favorite PS1 game is Crash Bandicoot, and it runs nicely and steady at a 30 FPS, which is good to see. Now moving on to the Nintendo side of emulation, we have the Nintendo 64 with Super Mario 64. Great name, I know. Super Mario 64 runs at a pretty consistent 40 FPS, which is expected from an N64 game, which is definitely not a bad thing. Video editing is a bit trickier because of the Intel GM45 integrated graphics inside of this thing. You see, I had to use 2 different software in order to render this video. Hey Tyler, why don't you just edit on your main laptop? I hear you ask. Well, it's a long story. It was one day when I was putting my laptop away in this table desk thing that has a lift-up pocket for storing stuff like this. So, I put the laptop inside of the compartment, and right when I was about to close it, the compartment crushed the laptop screen. I was pretty angry that day, to say the least. And that's why it's my temporary editing rig, and it's also why I've been gone for so long. However, I'm still in the market for a certain laptop that I won't reveal until later on. Anyways, I'm in a better state of mind now. But you know what also puts me in a better state of mind? Enrolling at Ronin Martial Arts. Ronin Martial Arts is a one-of-a-kind martial arts facility that's filled with diversity. The place is filled with martial arts activities for everyone, from taekwondo, yoga, kickboxing, to anything you can think of. We also do birthday parties of any theme, and all you have to do is bring the cake. But Tyler, why are you advertising the school? And to that I say, I work there, and I really love it. I've been working with the instructors for almost 10 years now, and all I can say that they're really awesome people. To check them out, click the link in the description below. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, laptops. The software I use to edit this video on my DELL E4300 are Camtasia 2019 and OpenShot. I use Camtasia for the animation part and OpenShot for the rest. Surprisingly, this machine can edit 4K video. Moving on to the screen recording part is once again Camtasia, and for the first time in 3 years, Bandicam. You may have remembered Bandicam from some of my videos from 2016, such as Windows 11.1 Concept, Redstone 2017, Windows 10.1 Transformed to XP, blah blah blah. Now I just use Bandicam just to screen record certain games that cannot be played in window mode, and Camtasia for the rest. Photoshop also works great on this laptop, even with the latest version. Battery life is great, knowing that it's from a 10-year-old laptop. I found that I could get around 7 hours while doing some light web browsing, and just 3 hours while playing Minecraft or video editing. Now, this laptop isn't perfect though. The only problems were just that there is, like I said, one USB 2.0 port. That is a little annoying because who needs an eSATA port anyway? And the other is the trackpad just not tracking well. However, that isn't a big problem because I use the track point right between the G, H, and the B keys. So what's my final verdict? Is this laptop any good? Should you go out and buy a DELL Latitude E4300? I have to say, yeah, if you totally need a cheap school laptop or cheap editing laptop, then this laptop is good for you. Speaking of going out and buying, be sure to go out and buy yourself a membership at Ronin Martial Arts. Ronin Martial Arts is a one-of-a-kind facility that is a haven for all your martial arts needs. From taekwondo, kickboxing, yoga, to anything you can think of. Classes start at $99 a month. Check them out with the link in the description below. So thank you Lucario Knights so much for watching this video. If you did like it, hit that like button. If you didn't, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. And last but not least, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media accounts. Peace out, Lucario Knights!